Hey guys, Teacher Lauren, BEJ here. I have a little bit of time between classes and I am hyped up on sour candy. So I'm gonna drive you guys crazy. I thought I would share with you today. So sorry, y'all, so sorry. I will share with you today my top 5 props that I like to use. If I was a new teacher, I would have to have these things. In fact, I would have them for your interview. Not a bad idea. So let's begin. First, I would definitely invest in a microphone. Now you can DIY this. I do not have that kind of time. Just bottom line, no time. So I bought this bad boy on Amazon. Check him out. Watch this.
Let's have some fun! Let's sing! Yippee!
He's really happy. I'm guessing I'm just making it a he. I haven't named it yet. And it lights up. The kids love that. The other cool thing, I just found this out the other day.
Hey friend, let's pretend I know what we can be. Show me your favorite rock star moves. Come on and rock with me. Yeah! A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H.
Anyway.
Let's have some fun!
Now, you can also talk into the microphone and it records you.
Say something into the microphone.
Blah, 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 blah.
That was great!
All kinds of cool stuff comes out of this guy. So I will link him below with my Amazon affiliate link. All that means is I just get a teeny tiny little commission off of anything you purchase when you click that link, even if it's not this guy. But I really love him. He comes in handy because at the beginning of every lesson there is a song that you sing with the student, and at the end of the lesson, to wrap things up, you sing that song and it reinforces some of the vocabulary or the theme. So I use that to say, let's sing.
Say something into
Shh, I'm talking. Let's sing, and I underline the word. I sing, they sing, the poor kids listen to me sing. It's pretty scary. It also comes in handy that when you're asking the student a question and they just repeat the question back, they don't actually answer you, as if they don't understand what's going on or what you expect of them. This is just like when we sing and I'm supposed to say something back. Teachers also recommend that you use a puppet, which I do have lots of puppets. I have an elephant, a tiger, a lion, and their mouths move. That is the key. To do that same thing. You can demonstrate a conversation between you and the puppet. Yeah, you're gonna come off a little crazy. But VIP Kid supports it, so go with it. And it also helps the student understand that they're supposed to be having this conversation with you throughout the lesson instead of just repeating. I don't get along so good with those puppets. I must not be doing it correctly. But I have them on hand just in case, and sometimes I do use them for the younger kids that need something to give them comfort. When they see that animal come out and they're like, oh yay. So I do sometimes use them, but I have more luck with this guy. So I will link him below, as well as the puppets in case you want to use a puppet. Monkey is the most popular, I will tell you that. Out of tiger, lion, well, I don't know if I've shown tiger. I've shown lion, elephant, monkey, but monkey, they go monkey when they see it. So that's pretty popular. On that same note, you will need not only a microphone, but you will need dry erase boards. Oh no, I lost my letters. With a dry erase board, you will want to get a dry erase board that is magnetic. Now, not all teachers require they have a magnetic board. I will just tell you, it comes in handy. I did not know that I needed a 2-sided dry erase board, and I did not know that both sides needed to be magnetic until I started working for VIP Kid, and I happened to find these after I bought a Dollar Tree dry erase board, and it's great. The frames on those boards tend to come off. They tend to wear out easy to where it's hard to erase, and it was not magnetic. And when I started teaching, trying to hold up cookie sheets all the time or trying to use this behind me and keep track of what I was doing, it just got to be too much. So I invested in a dry erase board that is 2-sided. Boop, boop. And it is magnetic on both sides, which saves a lot of time, effort, stress, drama, the whole 9 yards. Another prop that I strongly suggest you get that not everybody says you should have, but I love and the kids respond much better to, magnetic letters and numbers. Again, not something you have to have. These are not requirements. I mean, VIP Kid wants to see you using different props in TPR and synthetic phonics and all that good stuff. But when I invested in these, I thought, it'll be fun. It'll add some color to our day, which as you can see, I love having color everywhere because it is late evening for them and early morning for me. And we both could use a little bit of color to keep us going at those times of day. After they've had a long day and I've had a short night of sleep, we all need some color. So that's the reason I purchased these. What I noticed is I could easily write "uck" on my board with a marker, and I would do that, and then I would add the letter at the beginning and we would sound it and blend together. However, it seemed like they were repeating after me. As soon as I added this, and then I would go, before I could say it, they were saying it. They were doing their homework, or they just loved seeing these letters because it was like, ooh, that's pretty. And then I would go, and they already did it. And I thought, oh, that's just that student. They know their sounds really well, or they know how to blend. They've been practicing, or parents help them, whatever it is. But no, it has been pretty consistent that this motivates them. This gets them to do those responses pretty quick. So might want to think about investing. All of these, which I will show you, I have a wall full of them, came from Amazon. And the reason I have so many, and that does not include my tubs over there, and they used to be organized because I've had so many classes, which is a good blessing to have. I'm a little messy this week. I've been kind of grabbing and throwing things different directions. So that is what it is. But the good news is I am ready for class, and the cool thing is it helps my students, so I'm willing to do that, whatever it takes. So maybe consider investing in magnetic letters and numbers. I will link those below as well because they did come from Amazon, and I just invested in some more from Amazon, and they're not terribly expensive, but they're fun. Besides the microphone, the magnetic two-sided dry erase board, magnetic letters and numbers, you will need 2D props. VIP Kid loves seeing you use 2D props. The kids need to see you using 2D props. For example, I do thumbs up, thumbs down for good, bad. Good job. I don't usually say bad job, but I usually will do this for you don't like that, or you do like. But for some reason, until I show this, it doesn't do a whole lot. When I show this or this, yes, no, they understand better. Perhaps I have quite a few visual learners. I happen to be a visual learner myself, so I totally relate. I also have trouble showing them they. The images on the screen are not far different from this, and a lot of teachers will say, don't show a picture of something that's already on the screen. I beg to differ. I have seen images that I cannot explain. I have seen images that they cover that, but the student has trouble, so I pull this out and they go, they. And I'm like, well, why didn't we do that on the screen? It's pretty much the same thing. It works, so just use it. That's all I know. It's just something, maybe it's the movement when I put it up to the screen, or maybe it's they see Meg and they're like, oh, I know her, she's in all the lessons. She's pretty popular. I also have a Mike and Meg. Everybody recommends, and I do too, that you have a Mike and Meg. You can say sister, brother, he, she, and you see they're floppy because they have magnetic stuff on the back of them, little magnets. I use these guys right here for my magnets. I know some people recommend the neodymium. I just feel like they're a lot of work to get attached. These guys come with stickers on the back. You just peel and stick them on, and boom, they're ready to go. They're magnetic. So I recommend using those guys. It saves a lot of time. You don't have to tape things down. They're just stick them on and go. They're a little top heavy. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness. Okay. And I haven't even had coffee yet, y'all. So I can do sister, brother, we can do friends, we can say they, we. Lots of handy things. He, she, all kinds of cool stuff with that. I also have a printout of all family members that you will see on VIP Kid Slides or just some random family members. So I keep that handy to point to or say family. It does come in handy often, so I keep this guy out. I have magazine pictures. These are apples, which look more real life than me dragging out a toy apple or a toy lemon or whatever. These work too. You will need 3D props. We'll get there in a minute. But 2D magazines are a cheap, easy way to pull these out. And yes, I laminate everything because these need to last me a while. And when I go yanking them out of the drawers beside me, or I am quickly trying to grab things for class and they tear or they get wore out over time, I don't want to have to do this again. I'm too lazy for that, y'all. I don't have time for that. So I go ahead and laminate. It takes time, but it works great to make these last. I will link my laminator and my laminating sheets below that I did purchase from Amazon. So that way if you're interested, you'll have that handy as well. The magazines, my mom and a friend of mine will give me all of their magazines when they're finished, so I don't have to pay for subscriptions, and I don't mind waiting because I don't have time to read them anyway. And then when they come in, I read, and as I read them, I tear out what I need. There are some magazines that I don't do that on though because I like to donate them. The local VA in Asheville, North Carolina takes donations of old magazines to leave in their lobby for visitors. So my boss that I work for, the accountant that I work for, his next door neighbor, goes to the VA often to volunteer, and he takes the magazines for us. So sometimes I donate, sometimes I pull pictures out. It is what it is. But I'm sure you guys have magazines laying around somewhere. Or you could probably ask a dentist office or a doctor's office, hey, can I have your magazines when you throw them out? And there you go. There is also a concern a lot of people have about glare, which you can see my ring light is reflecting off of this. The way you fix that is you lean it forward or get it really close and kind of lean it. It works. I do not have issues with that often. In fact, most of the time I shut my ring light off, but if I have it on, I just do that. So we have covered microphone, dry erase board, magnetic letters and numbers, 2D props, but more importantly, 3D props. There are tons of 3D props in this room. Like I've shown in other videos, I've got a Rolly suitcase that I found on Amazon that is full of travel items. So we can pack our suitcase as a reward. We can discuss travel with this guy. I have a drawer full of that. As I showed you earlier, I have fruit. And I have vegetables. I'll show you some of my vegetables because they're pretty cute. The drawer is kind of overflowing. Oh look, I can make a salad. All of that came from Amazon as well. Pretty sure I'm an Amazon queen. It is to where the UPS man, when he delivers our Amazon packages to the office, he'll say, and I'll be in the back office, my husband's in the front. Yes, we work together. We'll talk about that another day. He will walk in with packages and say, I have something for your wife. And my husband goes, mm-hmm. And then he walks to the back and goes, what did you order from Amazon? And I feel like that meme on Facebook where the girl's making the face. I have animals, 3D animals. Look at this little guy. Isn't he just not the cutest? I have all different, oh, since he's white, he's kind of reflecting. Look at him. How cute is that? Anyway, I have an igloo. I have pets. I have wild animals, ocean life, you name it. I have my puppets I was telling you about earlier that are really, really cool. I showed you elephant. This is my lion. Then I also have down here breakfast items, meals, meat, and then I have these cool little guys. One of them, this one happens to be, if you've been to my Facebook page, please like it. This is the profile image for it. I love this little guy. He's great for teaching about feelings, which is part of your interview lesson, is all about my feelings, and you will need something like this. Angry. This guy's supposed to be happy, but I'm pretty sure he's not happy. And he counts for soccer ball. And then there are There's tons of things. I have tons of things, you guys. You do not have to have tons of things. Don't feel like you have to go break la 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 la. Do not feel like you have to go break the bank to set up and get your props. Just watch my videos. I will show you what I've bought and used, but you can make it with what you have. It is not something where you have to go invest a ton of money just to be able to make money. There are a few other things that I could not live without. For example, these pockets I mentioned in another video, because what I do is I stick my lesson notes and my 2D props down in them, and I leave them in there, and then when somebody books with me, I go grab that, I put their name, the time, and the date that I'm teaching them down, and then I stick it in my divider over here at my desk. And I go get a dry erase board and I add the letters and numbers and different things I will need. I also add, if I need to do a conjugation chart, I will have that handy. And then what I do is, when it's time to teach, I just pull that out of my divider, I set it up, and I can write on this, which I will show you this, but I don't want to show you the student's name. See, I wrote on it, wet paper towel and dry paper towel, and it cleans it off. And the reason I do that is so that my lesson notes tell me where I need a prop, it's pink, or I might need something to support that part of the sentence. And then I highlight in yellow where I should give a reward or a star, so I don't forget to do that. And then I use this to circle what they do well on. I check mark what they do well on, or I might circle it if they don't do well on it, and I make notes about somebody was there, or this is what we corrected, here's what you should practice for next time, so on and so forth. As a result, it helps me so that I can keep doing classes back to back to back, and I don't have to stop to do feedback right away, and I don't have to try to memorize it, because I pretty much have the memory of like Dory, where I'm 10-second time, so I don't remember 2 hours later what somebody told me 2 hours before. So I like to keep notes, and then I also use that to write notes to my about my students in my little book, because this way I know what reward I use, I know what their interests are, and what are the things they struggle with. Do I need to go slow? Are they able to have a conversation? Should I extend because they go really fast? I would highly recommend getting these. This is not a required prop though, so but they have been lifesavers. And then of course my organizing tools, I have made a video for you guys about that I will link below, so you can see everything. And hopefully it helps you guys. I'm always all about helping, and if you have any questions, do leave those in the comments. Email me, message me on Facebook if you don't want to show them on comments. My email address is linked on the about part of this channel, or you can just email me at vipkidteacherlaurencannon@gmail.com. LAUREN Cannon, CANNON @gmail.com. Don't forget to use my referral link, my referral code below. I will be able to send you free resources, help coach you through the process of getting hired. And if you don't want me to coach you, please still use that referral link or code, because I earn a small little commission, which is handy for my family. And I will leave you alone. If I send you an email and you respond back, I got this, leave me alone. I totally understand. I am Miss Independent too, so I get it. I will just be your phone a friend in the background for whenever you need me. Okay. Good luck. May the odds forever be in your favor if you are applying. If you have already applied and you are a teacher, congratulations. And if you are not, you did not get hired, I pray the Lord's will be done with your path in the future, and that you find success somewhere, because I wish that for all of you guys. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Boop, boop. Bye guys.